Hey y'all. welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk About Life podcast. I wasn't even going to get up here today, to be honest, because after church, not even right after church, but a few hours after church, I went and got me something to eat from this place called Hangry Joe's and got me a chicken sandwich. And I mean, it was suspect for one because I ordered a chicken sandwich combo, and little young guy, told me they didn't sell. He was like, I'm almost certain we don't have chicken sandwich combos. And I was like, so what's the mega sando? He was like, oh, it's just the big chicken breast on a bun. So I was like, so that would be a chicken sandwich combo. But anyway, I ate that and laid down on it, and I woke up and my stomach was sick as I don't know what. So shame on me. Probably because I ate all of it and I was definitely full. Anyway, though. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't gonna hop up here, but I did because I'm trying to be more consistent. So I really just wanted to give a quick rundown of the week. Because it's actually been a good week and I've had some new beginnings. So first off, your girl started working out this week. I worked out on Wednesday and Saturday. Um, well, Wednesday was really an assessment, a fitness assessment to see where I was, which I did make it through the whole assessment, but I was sort of like I worked out for real. So we're gonna count that as an official workout. Um, and then on Saturday we did legs and glutes and baby. I'm not sore like the last time I went to the gym by myself, but my legs is hurting. I will say that. My legs and my glutes are hurting. So at least I know that I was working um I was doing the exercises correctly enough that the right areas were hurting. Like, you ever been to the gym? Like, let's say you working glutes, right? You working glutes and you also working your legs or whatever. And then you get home and you wake up and you sore, but then only your thighs hurt and your glutes don't hurt at all. So if you're not sore at all, I would think you didn't work any of those muscles. So, um, I mean, nobody likes being sore, but yeah, you know, I am excited to be getting that workout in. I've been making better choices as far as food goes, since I have been talking to my dietitian on Saturdays. Just to throw that out there, I've been going through faynutrition.com. That's FAY nutrition.com. And it's been covered by my insurance. So, for anybody out there who might be interested in having a dietitian or talking with a dietitian and was thinking, like, I ain't trying to pay for it, your girl paying $0, okay? Through the good Aetna. And I'm sure if that kind of insurance covers it, I am sure that other insurances cover it as well. So, we need to do all that we can. We paying all of this money for this insurance and all of the things. Um, we need to take full advantage and use it, especially if we can get a service and it can be free to us. And my dietitian, Dr. Keisha Jones, or whatever, I don't want to say whatever her name is, but Keisha Jones, shout out to you. She's a very nice lady. She looks like me. And she's just been very sweet, and she's been she's given me tons of good information. So that's been a good journey as well. Like I said, this isn't my first week doing it, but we're really getting into the swing of things, and I've been enjoying that. So yeah, I've been working out. I have been continuing with the dietitian. It's funny because one of my goals this week, as I sip on my little water, one of my goals is to drink. Don't laugh, y'all, because I know some people out here probably drinking 80 bottles of water a day. But my goal is to drink 4 bottles of water a day. I currently do 2 to 3. And first off, this is my first bottle of water for the day. And I did drink a Dr. Pepper just to indulge myself when I went to got the daggone chicken combo. Like I said, something tore my stomach up. It was either the chicken, it was the greasy waffle fries, or maybe it was a Dr. Pepper. Because a lot of times with the fountain drinks, them people ain't cleaning them people ain't cleaning the machines like they're supposed to. So I don't know. But this is my first bottle. So not only is it my first bottle of water for the day, it is 9:32 p.m. Okay. So this is my first bottle of water on a goal of 4, and then I call myself being slick. So what I do is I typically buy 2 cases of water at a time. I do have adult sons that live with me. So I bring 1 case of water in the house, and then I keep 1 case of water in the car because that's the only way that I can consistently get a bottle of water. Because you can go in there and it's 20 bottles, and then you go back and it's one. Because not saying that they don't buy no food, because they have got to the point that they do buy food. They definitely don't be thinking about buying no cases of water. So here I am with this much is my water left, and this is the only water I got. The rest of them are in the good car in the trunk. And my car, it is in Suffolk or Chesapeake or wherever my son work at the Amazon warehouse. So, um, yeah, I don't know how we looking for the goal today. Maybe I'm gonna try to double up tomorrow. We'll see. But I guess I'm gonna be drinking some cranberry juice after this. I don't know. Which is so good. But I mean, you ever drink the cranberry juice? Like, cranberry juice is juicy and dry at the same time, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not drinking like no 100% pure cranberry juice, and I definitely drink the cranberry juice with flavors. I think I got my favorite is the cran raspberry and the cran watermelon. I want to say I got it, but I actually have a cran grape that's open, so I guess I'll be drinking that. But anyway, also, like I said, today is Sunday, but Friday was my birthday. I just turned 41, so that's pretty exciting. Um, Hold on, y'all, because it be stuff popping up on my computer. They be trying to get me to get stuff. Um, but yeah, I just turned 41, so happy birthday to me. I'm feeling good about it. I did not do much for my birthday, but really, uh, uh, more so by choice. I really just wanted to chill and do some self-care. Um, I went and got my feet done. I got my little eyebrows done, and I got the right lady to do them, so I'm liking the way they look. And it's funny how it's so important to advocate for yourself, right? Because like, um it wasn't even about the experience of me getting my feet done and getting my eyebrows done. It was more me advocating for myself when I went to the shop, right? Because I'm kind of really new to going to the nail shop, doing all of the things. As you can see, my little nails is painted, but like I actually paint my nails myself. I broke this nail, but um I paint my own nails because I don't get like acrylic or anything. I just typically get a manicure and then just have them painted with the gel polish, and then I peel it right off. Like as soon as anything like peels up on the side, I peel it off. And who's spending $40 to peel their nail polish off? So I started painting my own nails. I just got like the little gel polish and the little thing, the little UV lamp thing, um, off Amazon. So that's what I've been doing. Which, side note, what is in gel polish that this stuff be stuck on your fingers like that? Can we talk about that? What is in the gel polish that it is so thick on your fingers and it's so hard that you can file it with a nail file and it doesn't mess up right away? Um, and when you do peel it up, like, it'll come up around the edges because I'm always washing dishes because I do, like, I bake cookies, like simple treats, stuff like that. Um, It always come up around like, around the tip of the nail, and so that part'll come up easy, but then when I go to pull the rest of it off, why is it pulling on my nail bed? Like, what is in the gel polish? Anyway, um, I got my feet done, and the thing is, the last time I went, old grandma did my feet, and, Imma be real, y'all, I have real dry feet. Um, yeah. And these little feasts is not for the weak, okay? And grandma was not only did grandma seem very, very unhappy about having to do my feet when she realized that this heel was feeling like it was, um, her face was balled up. She was, wow, saying little stuff, and I was like, oh no. Um, and then I already know that, to be honest, I prefer to have a male do my feet, because I really need you to put in some work, and not be rough, but not be all old and weak and stuff. Um, but this time I went in there and I specifically told them, I do not want the old lady to do my feet. So they got a little young girl to do my feet, which she did pretty good. And I also, because it was my birthday, I got some extra. Child, I don't know what I ordered, to be honest. I don't know what. There was a bit of a language barrier between me and the girl. So I just kept saying, I just want to get wax, because I didn't seen them put like the wax. They put your foot in the bag with the wax, and it just helps to, like, get some things off, some dead skin and stuff that, you wouldn't typically get off. But she put some little, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was lotion, it was clay. She was doing all of this stuff. Some lotion, or the little white clay, whatever, and put the hot towels to burn my little skin off my feet and my legs. Then she came out with the hot stone, the little stone things, and I was like, oh no, no, no. I don't even need that, because if they're gonna be hot like them towels and hot like that wax was, I ain't even gonna have no leg or no foot left. And then, like I said, to be honest, I could really do without the leg massage. Can you just do my feet? You know what I'm saying? I Even when I've gotten my nails done in the past, like, I really don't need you to rub all up my arms and stuff. So yeah. Um, but yeah, so I did that. So I did ended up getting a good pedicure. I was very satisfied with the results. And then I even, this same young girl did my eyebrows last time, and she was just doing too much. So, like, I typically just get them really cleaned up, not too much, not too much. But it just seemed like she was doing a whole lot of, like, the wax was extra hot. She kept having to go over it. She was using a razor. She was plucking the hair, just all of this stuff. And so the lady that typically does it, this lady named Lee, she actually speaks the best English. I just went ahead and told them, and I need Lee to do my brows. So I'm proud of myself in that aspect and in that manner, of just advocating for myself, because I'm spending my own money. And I know that, I know it's somebody out there saying, girl, what's so hard about that? Or you know, sometimes when you're unfamiliar with the service, or it's not something that you do all of the time, you just don't approach it the way you approach other things. And I just be trying to go in there. Like I said, it's a language barrier. Even when they do be talking, I can't. Sometimes I just can't understand what they're saying. They can't understand what I'm saying. And I just go in and be like, okay, let me just get this done. You know what I'm saying? To get on up out of there. But yeah, I was very proud of myself, and I was very satisfied with the result this time. Um, I have made a hair appointment, y'all. um I made a hair appointment is for tomorrow. I'm actually a little bit nervous. Just because, I've had locks for 20. George is getting ready to be 23. So yeah, 23 years. 23 years now. I have cut some of the length off and let them grow back down, but I've been maintaining, like, I started my own locks when I was 17, right before I turned 18. Like I said, I'm 41 now. Um, and I have been the only one doing my hair since. I have had my hair washed in a shop by my best friend when I was younger. And I have had my hair done a two-strand twist by my niece. And she almost took me out. She almost took me out because she's heavy-handed and I'm very, very tender-headed. So um I'm excited, um, just to, not have to do it myself. To get, I can do it. But it don't be as fresh as when a professional does it. Oh no, I did go to the shop. I went to the shop one time. One of my son's cousins did my hair. And she washed it. Oh, that's when I got it cut. Matter of fact, she cut it to my, I think it was down to like my butt, like right below my butt. Um, we cut it up to my bra strap, and then washed and twisted it. And it lasted pretty good. So I'm very excited to be getting it done. This girl also It's supposed to be doing locksmithing, which I don't know exactly what that is, but I do believe it's like when you I hope it's when you kind of stab it with the crochet needle. It's supposed to help your hair be less frizzy and kind of lock in a new growth, which as you can see. Now I mean I twisted a little bit in the front today, but I didn't put any product in there because I'm really trying to take it easy since I am getting it done tomorrow. Um I'm really the most excited about that part because my hair has been really frizzy and like on this side, TMI, but I got a little bald spot on this side, so I'm looking very excited. I'm looking very excited. I'm very excited to have that hair maybe, locked in so that lock so it can start locking maybe a little bit closer to the root. So I'm most worried about like, even though I twist my hair, like I've twisted my whole entire hair within like the past month and a half. But because I do it myself, I wonder if it's gonna be considered like I haven't had maintenance in more than 2 months, and if it's gonna be more than what price I have been quoted or what I'm anticipating. Um, because to be quite honest, these prices out here is outrageous to me. I don't know how y'all beautiful ladies is out here getting y'all hair done every like on a routine basis because I was honestly blown away um by how much things cost, especially because my hair is longer. So I mean it's a birthday treat. So we're gonna see. Like I said, I'm very excited about that. Also, so a couple other things. Like I said, I ain't gonna be up here long, but I know I talked to y'all last week about kind of how my niece and I hadn't been talking and just how, you know, that relationship had gone sour. But I am happy. I am happy to come back and say that the Lord opened up a door. Something as simple as me needing to relay a message to her for somebody else. And in that mission, um, I realized that excuse me, every time I get up here, these little allergies, these little allergies get to do the most. Hold on. I see, look at me now. I want to drink the water all hot because it's my only bottle of water. My stomach feel better though. My stomach was so tore up when I woke up, but I had to get down and up out of me, if you know what I mean. Um, and yeah, now I feel pretty good. I might eat me some more Lifesaver gummies before I go to bed. But yeah. So hold on. Okay. Um, I had to end up reaching out to relay a message for somebody else at church. And I realized that while I had been blocked or she was now unavailable to me on Messenger, I did realize that she had not blocked me in regular text message. It's funny that I didn't even think about that at first because we always just like call and text or message or whatever. But I relayed said message and I didn't get the block message. So, I just took that opportunity. What's going on, man? It don't matter, whatever. I took that opportunity to just say, "Hey, girl, you know, excuse me, y'all. Good God, she always want to get on the camera, get the burping and farting and stuff. What in the world?" Um, I was able to just go ahead and apologize for offending her. It opened the door for her to say what she needed to say and for us to have a conversation about the whole situation um, via text, which is fine. Because it wasn't even super deep. It just somehow, sometimes we get in our feelings or we allow ourselves to take offense to things that we don't need to. And so, like I said, I'm very happy to be able to come back and say that, you know what I'm saying? We talked, we've had conversation throughout the week. We talked at church, so it wasn't awkward. Now, she still ain't sitting on the same row, and I'm not going to act like I don't feel no kind of way, but, we all growing and we got to be comfortable with change. There was a lot of change going on Sunday today. Service was very it was just very weird, to be honest. It was very weird. Church was weird this week as a whole, I'll say. Um Do anybody else be exhausted after church? I feel like the harder I praise and worship with me being on the praise team, the better that my praise and worship is, and then to follow that up with a good word from pastor. I and then hello, standing around and chit-chatting for the longest to the point that I had to hurry up and leave because I said, wait a minute, my pastor's not gonna leave here before me. They should be the last ones leaving and the real ministry workers, okay? I'm just the baby in Christ and doing all of the things. So let me get on out of here. But I'm always so exhausted after church. Um but yeah, in that aspect, it wasn't weird. We were talking, you know what I'm saying? I've been praying for y'all. Pray for my nephew Katai. My boy out here, he been sick, and my niece is very, very stressed out because he's not doing the best, but I've been praying for him. And hopefully, he's still alive at this moment, but he's been very lethargic, and he's been very much just not moving and being like himself and up to his shenanigans and like falling all, trying to jump all out his cage and eating his food and all of the things, or his tank anyway. So y'all just keep him in your prayers, because I am. And if of course, we always gonna pray for the Lord's will to be done, whether it's over our pet family members or not. And so in this case, if the Lord decides that it is time for him to pass, y'all, I ask that y'all keep my girl in your prayers, because you don't know what it's like until you have a pet and you become attached. And you know what I'm saying? It really hits different when they're not feeling well. As soon as that money become invested and you just spend hundreds of dollars, because you take these pets to the vet, and it's like taking your child for real, to the emergency room and to the doctor, because them bills hit different. Okay. I need to take my cats to get shots and stuff right now. Well, they're on a wing and a prayer. Okay. Because it's super expensive. But anyway, yeah, so let's please just keep her in her prayer, keep her in your prayers, keep my boy, my nephew Katai in your prayers, because I'm hoping he just um I'm hoping he's just gonna, push through, to be honest, because I don't want to see her sad and down and out like that. But yeah, we was able to talk about that. And so that's good. That's probably the greatest thing that happened this week, is just being able to um get back. Let's get back to eating, get on top of the world. I go, hold on. Let's get back to eating, live on top of the world. um but just the simple things, you know what I'm saying? The things you can count on, the easy things, the nice things, having your peoples that you can, you know what I'm saying, cut your eye. Because here I go in church. You need your peoples that you can do that with, you know what I'm saying? Your loved ones, so definitely happy that that is moving back in the right direction. Also, was there something else? Because I get to side noting and saying stupid stuff and then I forget. So the one thing that I really wanted to talk about is all right. So like I said, this week it's been crazy, and crazy, just like the week's been going by super fast, right? So like I just look up and boom, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. And so we have praise team practice. We have extra practice on Tuesdays, and we have our real practice on Thursday. Me and Dominique always go to the Tuesday practice if don't nobody else go. We go this week, and we're unsure about the songs. We say that on the way there, but then we get to practice and we sit there with Jaden and we just chit chat. And even to the point, at one point, well, it was the one song, Holy, 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 which thank the Lord we did not end up singing um today, but um we didn't go over anything. And at one point, Jalen was like, Sheena, how you feeling about your lead? I was singing this song called Great and Mighty God by JJ Harrison and Youthful Praise. And I was like, well, I've been listening to it and it's within my vocal range. So, um, uh, one of the things that I do is I second guess myself a lot. And I Yeah, I just second guess myself a lot, and I just never feel like no matter what lead I get, it's very seldom that I get a lead and just be like, "Oh yes, I'm about to kill this lead." That's not how I be. Um, but I've been trying not to like down talk myself and say all of the things. So that was me being positive. I'm just saying like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna down talk myself. I'm not gonna do all of the things. I'm good. I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna be ready by Thursday. By the time I get to Thursday, I'm like, okay, I got this. I didn't listen to the song a million times. I'm singing it. I'm feeling it. It's got a good little, little rhythm to it because we was doing like fast song, fast song. Then my song was like medium fast, and then we was like slowing it down, going into a hymn, which was holy, holy, holy. I get to practice, and I done listen to the wrong daggone song all week long. Okay. And I literally, because come to find out, JJ Harrison and Youthful Praise got two songs called Great and Mighty God that are completely different with two different ladies singing. One is slow, like slow, which is the one that we ended up doing. And then one was, like a medium fast, which is the one that I had been practicing and was in here, jamming to, all of that. All I really had to work on was the ad libs. And I usually do that after we go on Thursday and we build that firm foundation of going through the songs. Boom, I'm working on my ad libs, good to go. So I start singing on my song. I hear them go, oh, the bass player never say, and I'm looking like, I mean, what you talk about? Am I singing too slow or what? Because he was like, that ain't right. And I'm like, it is right. So I was like, well, this is what I listen to. So I played the song. Jaden like, nope. This is the song. Child, they play that song and that lady is hollering and doing the most. And I am just like, you see how I'm sitting here? That's how I was. I'm looking at my boy. I'm cutting my eye at him because see now they want me to pivot. I gotta pivot and learn this other song. And listen, let me tell you something. When I learn a song first, I have to listen to it over and over again so it can start sinking in like seasoning, right? Things have to marinate with me. So I got to listen to it. It got to sink in. Then I got to do that. I got to hum through it first. Then I got to, you know what I'm saying? It got to like ease into my spirit. Like I mean, it's a whole process for me. So now we listen to the song. He just playing and I'm taking it back, trying to hear little things or whatever. Because now you need me. And one practice went real long, and we the way we practice, it was a very weird practice. It was very weird practice. I'm not sure where the time went, but um I'm trying to listen to it and stuff. And now, mind you, this is with everybody around us. It's four of us on the praise team. Nevin is there, Jalen is there, Dominique, because she know all of the songs. She's singing it all hard. So now I'm distracted, and everything in me wants to go. Just let Dominique sing, and she know all the words. But that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? I already only get a couple leads, which I'm not mad about because it is a process for me and I'm still learning and I'm still growing. But I want them to be able to count on me when, you know, when I do have a lead or whatever. So I was just like, I'm not ready today, but I'll be ready on Sunday. So in other words, I don't even want to listen to the song again. I don't want to sing none of it. I can't sing the chorus. I can't do nothing at this point, okay? Because I am stuck on the fact that I've been listening to this wrong song, and for whatever reason, it's so funny because I was telling, I had been praying about it, right in my prayer journal. Lord, I just want to kill it. I want to get to the point that when I get these leads, I can really show up and show out for you because see, these people know me. These people know the journey that I've been on at this church. They know that I have gone from just sitting in my seat, coming in at the last minute for service, leaving right back out, not talking to nobody, not hugging nobody, not doing nothing. So me being up there on that stage singing those praises and hitting it like I'm supposed to, that is a testimony of how God can work in somebody's life. That's why it's so important for me and why I be beating myself up about it and all of the things. But baby, when I tell you it was all on me, and I was like, I just couldn't even process. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that can be like, oh, it's okay. But there's a process that I have to go through in my mind. And I could not do that with everybody standing around me. And then, Jalen looking at me talking something. I'm just trying to help you get from under the bus. Whatever he was saying. Then he was talking some Kirk Franklin in it, which I thought he meant ad lib, but I don't know if he meant talk through it. I don't know, but it was just too much. It was too much pressure. Then my boy texts me and say, just come on back because we didn't all been there. And then I was embarrassed because that's the stuff that I be having to tell him. Hold on. Ooh. That's the stuff that I be having to tell him, right? Because I'm his mama. And so I can't believe I'm still crying over this. This is crazy. So in the moment, like I said, I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. And I feel like in some situations, at least I be thinking I got a poker face, right? Not saying I'm sure they can tell that I was upset, but in some ways, I be feeling like I'm holding it together. But my boy knows me, right? Because he's known me his entire life. Um, and so for him to try to bring me out of my head like that, then I became emotional. And we standing around on the stage, listening to the stupid song. And so then I just walk off the stage and go in the bathroom and proceed to have a whole meltdown. Now, mind you, I'm still listening. I cut the song on. I'm listening to the song because I'm in there going, girl, it is okay, girl. Just listen to the song and do what you can do. You know you're going to be ready by Sunday. But I was just feeling so crazy. I can't even explain it. Like I said, the fact that I'm still getting emotional behind it, like. Then he texts me, "You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm having a small little meltdown, but I'm just trying to get myself together. I'm gonna come back out." And he's like, "You good?" All of the things. And I do finally come back out. Um, excuse me. Not prepared and ready to go. But at least prepared to finish practice. And Dominique was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." But I'm going to be okay because there really is nothing wrong. Like that was my whole thing. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Get it together. George is right. We've all been here before. I've listened to the wrong song before. Not when I had a lead, but yeah, we always make it through. We always turn it around. And even if we don't and it don't come together, it's just one Sunday. It is what it is, right? Um, we made it through practice. It was very weird. We took forever. We didn't leave till 10 o'clock. We didn't run through. It was just a very weird practice. Um, I was talking about it with George on the way home. I became emotional again. And when I say emotional again, y'all, I'm talking about I felt like I was led to, so like I don't have a prayer closet or anything like that. I don't have a big house, so I don't have a designated spot for prayer. And a lot of times I just pray in my head. I write in my prayer journal. because it allows me to really get all of my thoughts out. But then there are times when I cannot even write what I'm thinking, or my mind is all over the place. And a lot of times I do just, hold on, let me put my legs. I do just pray in my head. But I literally felt led to my closet, and I sat down in the floor in my closet, and I don't even remember what the thing is called that we got when we went to when we went on the retreat. We got the little prayer cloth. I can't think of what it's called now. I think it start with a T. I don't even want to mess Talif something. But it's a prayer cloth. And honey, I took that thing out and I sat on that floor and I put that thing over my head and I just cried and I prayed because first off, one of the things I struggle with is getting up in the morning. Like I always say, I want to be intentional and have this good time with God in the morning, writing in my prayer journal, which I do write in my journal every morning. Um, but just taking it to the next level and reading my Bible, or really just making sure I have the time to put down everything that I want to put down, because I typically write for 30 to 45 minutes. Like I said, it just really gives me the opportunity to not only be just super thankful, right? Because sometimes we forget to be thankful for what we already have in the little things, but also just to lay down my feelings. It helps me stay present in the day because I do struggle with anxiety. So, one of my goals in my prayers all the time is just to stay present in today. I can't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. It don't matter what's going to happen tomorrow because I just need to make it through today. But what over the course of last week, that time was getting shorter and shorter. And by Thursday morning, which Thursday is the day we had practice, I might have wrote that much because now I didn't lay it in the bed. If I say I gotta be up by 6:45. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get some tissue for this nose. Stop sniffling all over the place. Let me see if I can pause this. All right, I'm back. I done blew my little nose. I just took my allergy pill and I done drank almost all my water. And I didn't come back with any tissue, so that means I'm done crying and sniffling and snot. But um I don't even remember exactly what I was saying, but anyway, um my time that I was spending with God, I was allowing to get shorter and shorter for different reasons. Like I said, laying in the bed, oh, I need another minute of sleep, or I don't want to get up, and now I gotta go to work. So, and I can only be so late for work. So now let me rush in. Oh Lord, I thank you. Thank you for waking me up this morning, starting my way. I thank you for peace. I thank you for this, and get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I know that God can be a jealous God, right? And sometimes when we are not giving him the time that we should be giving him, he will allow things to happen around us so that we will break down and pray real hard, right? And that is what I did. Like, this was my first time. This was a good lament for me, okay? And it's been a little bit of time since I've truly lamented and really sat in my feelings and just cried my little eyeballs out and all of the things. And I did. I cried. I sat in there and prayed and cried for about 30, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Um, just to get that weight off me, because for one, I could tell that it wasn't so much about the song, right? Now I will say that I'm the kind of person, when real big things happen, um I mean, I'm great under pressure. I'm in those kind of situations. I come home and my ceiling falling in. God got me. Let me make a call. Let me do what I need to do. Um, I got a huge leak and it's not covered by the home warranty and I got to pay it out of pocket. God got me. I know it's gonna come together. Like in things like that, I'm able to just rationally say, okay, just take a step back. What are your options here? It don't be fixed miraculously, but I know that things have been put in place so that there is an option for me. I just need to ponder on it. but it be the little things. Things like I done put my all in the past 4 days into learning a song, and now the song is different, and that song still is fighting for space in my head. Even after, as I attempted to learn the new song, that song still fought for space in my head. So as I was trying to learn the words to the new song and sing the new song, the old song kept trying to insert its way. You know what I'm saying? So it's the little things for me. Little things like my kitchen faucet dripping, right? The cold water makes it drip. So because it's not in the budget for a plumber, I just cut the water off under the sink, right? Because my hot water take forever to get hot anyway. So you get you some cold water out the hot side, and then it get hot, and you get you some hot water. And then I look up in the hot water is dripping. So now I know I'm gonna have to get it fixed. And so those kind of things get me upset faster than something huge. So really I'm saying all of that to say I didn't really think it was about the song. I think it was me already feeling like the weakest link on the praise team, right? So then something like that happens and I'm unable to pivot in the moment, right? So now I'm feeling weak. So now I feel like I'm letting my counterparts down. Now I'm letting myself down. More importantly, I feel like I'm embarrassing my son. I am being childish and immature, just all of the things, right? So it was a lot deeper. Um, because I wanted to be able to go, "Oh, okay. Oops, my bad," and just but I couldn't beat me in the moment. I couldn't beat my mind. My mind was like I was shutting down and I couldn't fight it off. Um so yeah, you know what I mean? And then also I'll be honest, so that was Thursday and Friday was my birthday. The next day was going to be my birthday and um I didn't set myself up in a manner to have big plans like I would have wanted to because sadly I was waiting around for other people, but that's shame on me. If I ain't learned nothing else, you can't be waiting for somebody else to save the money up to go somewhere with you or whatever the case might be. You need to just do it. Um, things like that. Somebody reached out, one of those tests, reached out to say happy birthday and uh it was just a whole lot. It was a whole lot that I had to get off me. Like I said, it didn't have so much to do with the song. It was me. It was my reaction to it. It was how that I couldn't come back, which turned into me feeling down. It made me feel bad. It made me feel like I wasn't good enough. It made me feel like I wasn't worthy. Um it trickled into me uh not having my person to come home to and talk to about it and why is that like that and oh Lord, I know I got to be ready before I get it and how come so many other people get it before. Yeah, all of the things, comparison. Yeah, I shouldn't even be comparing, you know what I'm saying? But it was really I went down a rabbit hole, but it was needed because what it did is I spent some time with the Lord. Like I said, I was balled up, not balled up in the floor, but I threw that little prayer cloth over this little head child, and I really went in, and that's what was needed. And then I was saying, "Look, Lord, I know I haven't done the best with my prayer journal and stuff this week, and I haven't been on point like I should have, but please, please, I don't want to be here like this. I'm gonna do better. I'm going to spend more time. I'm gonna spend more time because where I was on Thursday, the way that I had to scrape myself up, child. And then to be honest, because I took off on Friday, I mean, by the time I went to write in the good prayer journal, because now I'm trying to make sure I put in the time and write page upon page and really get on me, I was crying again. My girl Brittany called me my sunshine. She called me to tell me happy birthday and was all full of life, baby. And I was Which I'm glad she did call. And at first I was saying, like, after I talked to her, I was like, I shouldn't even answer the phone, but I'm glad I did because it you know what I'm saying? She prayed with me for a second. And I went on and got myself on about it that bad. Um, I was crying and snotting. You would have thought I was getting ready to go to somebody's funeral or something. You would have thought that it was my birthday and I had taken off, and so that I could do whatever I wanted to do. Um, but yeah, um, I had to get it off me. I guess I needed to really get that time in. And like I said, I am committed to putting in that time to getting better. Like this morning, when I did wake up, it was like 6:28 or whatever. I went on ahead and got up. Like I didn't get out of the bed, but I did go ahead and sit up and get my mind ready to, write in my prayer journal, get my mind ready for the day. Um, because to keep going back to sleep and back to sleep and back to sleep and then get up and rushing and having the attitude and all of the things. I mean, for what? I'm doing it to myself, right? So he's waking me up so that I can get in time, and I need to just get up and do what I need to do. And I mean, it's still a process. I still got a ways to go. But, I'm just kind of recommitting to being a little bit better because I don't want to be at the good practice in the bathroom crying. Mm-mm. I don't just so because I need to release it because he really want me to just lay it all out for him. I just want to lay it all out just because I'm laying it all out. And then that way I don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I ain't gonna never have no moment, but at least it won't be that way. And just side note, I mean, I did make it through the song today. It's a shame they had a whole plan of praying through the song so I wouldn't have to learn the song. And I don't like that. I don't want nobody to have to make no whole bunch of concessions for me. You understand what I'm saying? I I need to be able to pull my weight. So I'm glad to say the whole praise and worship session as a whole of us being prepared and knowing the songs and it flowing, it was very weird. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It was very weird. This was not one of our best Sundays, but we made it through. And that's really what it's all about. And I thank the Lord that we were able to just make it through the songs. I'm thankful that I was able to make it through my song, um, that I was able to learn the words, and that the other song that I started off learning didn't intrude upon the performance, if you will, like I thought it might. So to God be the glory for all of that. Um, I really think that was it. I really just like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to at least be up here every Sunday. I'm getting ready to try to set some things up so that I can start posting this stuff. But yeah, I'm just really trying to, like I said, it's all about me, myself, and God this year. God plus me is the majority. So I'm trying to do all of the things, anything that I feel like he's calling me to do, I'm just gonna do it. Like my home girl at work said, girl, just jump and let it all come together. Raggedy, not together, no background, no graphics, no sound, no partner in crime, no nothing. Just do it. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try to get up here every Sunday and just say a little something. Even though what's that? 48 minutes, girl. She been up here running her mouth for 48 minutes. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to make it do what it do because at the end of the day, I just want to say yes to any and everything that God calls me to, right? Because at the end of the day, I just want to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? I want to be obedient and I want to make him happy. So, like I said, that's really all. I hope everybody had a great Sunday. Because I did. Um, for those that stuck around to the end, I love y'all as usual. And if you didn't, I'm gonna try to hold your attention next time. Y'all be safe out there, and y'all have the good of a good of the rest of the night. Y'all have a good night, and y'all have it even better tomorrow. All right, talk to y'all later.